So what I was going to talk about in this second video I said I was doing tonight, I don't need to talk about because it's already being talked about. I haven't been on YouTube all day until I posted my last video, but I saw that people knew about the Augustin farms suspending their production for 90 days. Just my opinion, but I think that this is going to go on a lot longer than 90 days. Guys, we just started having supply chain and food shortage issues really impacting people and companies. So 2 months from now, it's going to be way worse. 3 months from now, way worse. So I really don't foresee them starting back up production in January of 2022 like they said. I could be wrong, but that's just my opinion. Some things that you can do now to preserve food that you have. I don't know if you guys know this. I eat a lot of greens and salads and stuff like that. So I know. My grandmother taught me this. If you buy a head of romaine lettuce or any of the artisanal lettuces that come in a head kind of like romaine, but they're fancier leaves, they're like red and green. If you just cut the top of that off to have your salad or whatever it is that you're making with it, if you stick that back in water on your counter or somewhere that gets sunlight, it will start to regrow. So try that. It's pretty cool, actually. Another thing, if you guys are low on seeds and are really interested in growing your own plants indoors, here in the Northeast, we have super cold winters. So if I have to grow easy things indoors that will grow indoors, because not everything will take and grow indoors properly. But spinach, radish, and beans are really, really easy to grow indoors in the wintertime. This is beans that I started, I think this was on Monday or Tuesday. All you have to do is wet a paper towel, not to where it's dripping wet, but you wring it out so that you get a good bit of the water out of it. Drop a couple seeds in the paper towel in a sandwich baggie. Stick it on your windowsill and it'll grow. And as soon as it starts growing, I like to wait until the plant gets a little bit bigger because it's more hardy when you transplant it. But it won't like go into shock. You see? It's pretty big. Just a couple days. And that was a kidney bean. A couple kidney beans. You can do that with any beans. And I'm sure 90% of you have dried beans in your preps. So, another thing. I know a lot of you probably have electric appliances and stuff in your house that you cook with frequently. So that's really bad and not ideal if our power goes out. So what everybody needs to do, even myself, I do it probably too much, go over everything. Do I need this? Do I need that? Do I need to change this? Do I need to change that? But if you have anything in your home that's not going to be useful, let's say in a situation where your power goes out, like for example, when I lived in an apartment when my son was 3 years old, he's now 18, everything in my apartment was electric. My stove, my oven, everything, really. So I wouldn't have been able to cook food if we had a power outage or anything like that. Do you have a means to be able to cook food should there be a power outage? Do you have a way to keep yourself warm? Those are some things that you need to be looking at too. There's a major issue with car parts. Appliances. I mean, everything really. Let's just be real. Is there anything that you need or will need in the future that you can get now? I'd do it. I think that things are going to get pretty bad, and this is nothing compared to what's to come. So I watch YouTube videos occasionally, and I did come across a video that I'm sure some of you know this, but some of you may not. And it's super cheap, and you can just keep it in your preps as well to help you make fire if you need to make fire, or you don't know how to, or will have trouble making fire. I'm going to leave the link below. You guys can check that out. I'm super exhausted, so I'm going to cut this video short here, and I'll make another one soon. So you guys have a good night, and I'll see you soon.